AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Our guy, P Squared. Love you to death. Mr. Pierce doing a whole lot of talking. Paul Pierce doing a whole lot of talking all season long. And one by one now knocks him out. Jalen Brunson showing you. Listen, man, it don't matter who you are. I don't care what legend you are. We come here to show up and show out.
Jalen Brunson has been the singular best player in the whole playoffs. New York just so gritty. They kept getting key offensive rebound, then Jalen Brunson for three off the offensive rebound. And then you got Anunoby goes in, dunks on. It's just too much to overcome, I thought. Maxey was a key to the series. I thought Embiid would play well. And let me tell you something. Jalen Brunson, man, and I know I done said some things about Jalen, and I didn't think the Knicks would make it out of the first round, so I got the Jalen Brunson jersey. If the Knicks make it out the first round, I will wear a Knicks jersey, a Brunson jersey for a week.
Think about this, though. Who is available on the free agent
I will
market?
wear a Brunson jersey for a week if they make it out the first round. Hopefully the Knicks will give me a ticket, but if not, I'll wear it on the Truth Lounge because I promise I bet. But
Yes,
my hats goes off because I truly believe that after tonight, Jalen Brunson has been the singular best player in the whole playoffs. And that's over like Joker. And I said Joker before, and I was like, damn, Joker's hard to overcome. Just as far as best player, Jamal Murray. You got, who else? Shea Gilgeous, who's been flying under the radar, killing. They sweat Anthony Edwards. But Jalen Brunson, based on the talent that he has, he doesn't even have a player close to an all-star.
This guy's talking truth, man.
I mean,
preach.
I can't.
Preach.
I can't.
We in church right now.
I can't deny him no more, bro.
Preach.
I can't deny him no more. But shout out to the Knicks. Good job. Good win.
We sound like Drake right now. Getting stoned by Kendrick out there. I can't deny it no more. It's about damn time you started watching some basketball. Paul Pierce got off that damn alcohol. AllBall. It sounds like they got a Paul Pierce puppet and you the ventriloquist out here. No Diddy.
Listen, man, you see how much it hurt him to say that? Like, I'm going to give a big shout out to Kendrick Perkins. Watched him today, little clips on ESPN. And once again, they asked, the series tonight, Indiana, New York. Shannon Sharp said he's taking Indiana in 6 and 7. And Kendrick Perkins always got to set the record straight. What more do y'all have to see from Jalen Brunson? So what Paul Pierce just did, a lot of people going to have to circle that block. Listen, man, we know it's not, the obvious. We know it's hard to fathom and understand. But how long have I been saying he's the best player in the NBA? Due to the circumstances. Now, we keep forgetting he doesn't have Randall. Mitchell Robinson is still hobbled. OG was out for a decent amount of time. And he still got us to the 2nd seed. We get to the playoffs. We play a tough Philadelphia squad. Former MVP and Maxey Button superstar. Nobody picked the Knicks. And look what he does. 340 balls in the playoffs. Like, come on, man. So the only player that I think right now in the playoffs is playing better basketball than him or just as good is Ant-Man. He swept Kevin Durant in them. And then he took game 1 in Denver, 40 ball. But what Paul Pierce just did, I'm happy because it shows that if you watch the game and you say you know the game, how can you deny Brunson being this great? And it's a joke that he's not even in the top 3 MVP race. It's a joke. But SGA playing good basketball, but let's see what he do now. Like I said, you played against a Pelicans team without Zion. That we already know that Pelicans team is not, nowhere near the caliber of any of these other teams. So I'm not even putting him in that category. I didn't see him play great basketball yet. We're going to see now. But we seen Brunson. We seen Joker. We seen Ant-Man. And like Paul Pierce said, Brunson is playing better basketball than everybody. And look at the crew. Look, and those are our guys. But they're all role players. They all 6-man players. Most of them are bench players. And you got to give them props for stepping up to the plate. But listen, man, Paul Pierce and them needs to understand, if y'all going to be on this platform, y'all got to start watching the games and telling the truth. And y'all got to stop hating. The Knicks hate got to stop. The Knicks hate got to stop. Okay, you can hate, but at the same time, keep it real. Yo, I hate the Knicks, but don't just automatically throw us under the bus because you don't like the Knicks. Because Brunson been doing this all season. So y'all telling me a guy that's been doing this all season, the number 2 seed, y'all still doubting him? And then y'all got the nerve to say Indiana is going to beat us? That's just pure hate. That's just pure hate. So big shout out to Paul Pierce for keeping it real. And then I take the shout out back because you've been just an asshole all season. That's a fact. And look how he was saying what he was saying. It hurt him to the core. And let me find out you trying to get a free ticket to come to the Garden. Get out of here, nigga. You heard him? Yeah, if you send me man, yo, get out of here. Pay that $30,000. You talking about? New York will never send a Boston anything. Free anything. Pay that paper. You don't get out of here. Listen, you got to read between the lines. People want to be in the Garden and see that electricity. You want to see it? You want to witness it? You want to feel it? Pause. Pay that paper. They give me and my guy Fabian, Uncle Weiss, a free ticket before they give you a free ticket. Get out of here. That's how you know, low key, they rooting for us, but they can't say it. So once again, it's funny that a lot of people will have to circle that block, and that list is long, man. And we don't have to name everybody, but Paul Pierce is already starting, his circle in the block. But it's a long list there. Big shout out to him, though, because once again, like I've been saying, like we've been saying on Knicks Rehab, Jalen Brunson is the real deal. And I'm going to leave it at this. I guarantee you, if this was any other player that did this and got their team as the 2nd seed, people was giving LeBron James and the Lakers a chance against Denver. And they was horrific all season. But then you have a Brunson who's been consistent all season, a number 2 seed. He doesn't have a chance against Philly and now against Indiana. If that's not hate for the Knicks, I don't know what is, my brother. The floor is yours.
I'm trying to give him some grace because Becky Hammond and everybody, I understood the whole thing. Like, we got it. We understood that, going into it. None of us expected the Knicks to be what they are now. Number 2 seed is crazy, especially led by.
That's a lie.
No, I'm talking about. All right, when we first signed Jalen Brunson, you didn't think that.
No. No, we talking this year. I'm not talking last year. All right.
So what I'm saying is, when we first signed Jalen Brunson, nobody thought that on planet Earth. So, but as time progressed, it was like, damn, he's showing a lot. So it shows the people who are really following the Knicks clearly are going to be the fans and the haters who are hate watching, but they just clearly were watching us here and there. And they thought whatever was going on with Jalen Brunson was luck, especially after the first 2 games. Because after those first 2 games against the Pacers, bro, I'm pretty sure they saw this, and even Paul Pierce is like, yo, hold on a second. If we being real, Jalen Brunson shot better than Paul Pierce ever did. Ever. So when you're watching this, and now it's the playoffs, and now you got another MVP guy out there, and you're going, nah, he's going mano-a-mano with a 7-foot guy. Then they got another young stud up and coming, and he's really leading the team. And then he just, like, you can see him unravel in real time going, yo, who's the second best player again? Man, B got Maxey. So you can see him, at least he thought it through, and he said it out loud. The other guys, the Shaqs and the Barkleys, they still haven't come to that conclusion. It's like it's a 7-game series that we really should have won. I will hold Tom Thibodeau to it. It should have been a sweep. This guy's hobbling out there, and we didn't take full advantage of it. But you saw a 7-game series. This guy got out the first round again. This is 3 years in a row they got out the first round, and he was a major part of it. Remember, They missed 3 games. Luka Doncic missed 3 games in the first round with the Dallas Mavericks, and that's really when Jalen Brunson was like, caught all of our attention. Like, wait a minute, is he better than we think he is?
Right.
And all he does is get better every year. So for Paul Pierce and these guys not to at least acknowledge that, come on, this is the whole Isaiah Thomas on Boston comparison. That's dead. That's out of here. Now this is not a novelty. It's not a one-trick pony. This is 3 years in a row, 2 different teams where he has a lot of input on the success. So I think Paul Pierce is watching this and finally just conceding. You can see him just finally just wave the white flag, like, bro, nah, it's enough is enough. You can say the same thing about, we'll get into Halliburton in a second. Who is his second best player? It's Siakam. He's been an all-star, all-NBA guy. Like, go down the list in the Eastern Conference. You've been saying this throughout the NBA. Ant-Man has 2 guys on defense to help him out. That's 3 guys defensively. And then on offense, I don't think of the world of Cat, but come on now, Cat's a top 20, 30, just strictly offense, strictly shooting. So he got that guy next to him.
But you have to understand, like, we can laugh and have a disliking for Cat for whatever you want your reason to be. Remember, I don't have no disliking for him. I like him, but he's still a top 15, 20 player. However, people want to slice it. Remember, I don't get into the this person, so I don't care about none of that. The man's skill set, he's a top 15, 20 player. He's a 7-footer that can stretch the floor, but that's not here and there. But you made a great point. Look at Cat this season and now in the playoffs. That's a whole different Cat. He's stepping up to the plate. So, like you were saying, and what I was saying forever, everybody has their official sidekick. And everybody's sidekick is literally an all-star or a superstar. And we can go down the list of the whole NBA. And
start with the playoff teams. Denver got a dynamic duo, Jamal Murray and Jokic. They're playing Minnesota. We just talked about them. Then the other West Coast teams are who? OKC. Come on now, Chet, SGA, and that kid
Williams.
Jalen Williams, who Flea's been raving about for years now. 3 guys they have.
Luka and Kyrie.
Luka and Kyrie coming up. They haven't battled yet.
Tatum and Brown.
Tatum and Brown in the Eastern Conference.
Halliburton has, like you said, Siakam, a former champion.
And who is Boston playing now? Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Now they're bunched up, they're mixed up, but you still have Garland is an all-star caliber guy. They haven't figured it out yet. That's all the problem is because Mobley's the number 1 pick.
Right. But they still, like you said, they still have Garland and Mitchell Robinson. So Garland was an all-star. However we want to slice that, he still was an all-star.
The only top 20 pick on the team right now for the Knicks is DiVincenzo. I think he was pick number 17. There was nothing about us that was supposed to be in this position, according to everybody else, especially with our salary cap. Nothing. Again, shout out to Leon Rose for sticking to his guns, keeping Tom Thibodeau there, keeping, getting the right play, not getting Donovan Mitchell and giving up the farm for him. Now we're in position to give up the farm for somebody else, maybe, or give up the farm for the right players to match up and fit this culture that's led by Jalen Brunson, who Paul Pierce finally conceded, damn, maybe I was wrong about this. And to his credit, though, or to your credit, remember you, Dime, Flea, and again, even with Paul Pierce, sometimes the playoffs is what convinces people. I want to see that in the playoffs. Forget I'm done with the regular season. I've seen enough. Let's see the playoffs. And maybe for him, that was that moment. But again, 2 years late, bro. He did this last season. He torched the Cavaliers, and he was torching the Miami Heat. That's what Becky Hammond doesn't understand. That's the one. That's the one right there that we waiting for. Becky Hammond. Hey, girl. Where you been?
So, yeah, it's I'm starting to get a little worried. I ain't trying to be funny, just not trolling. I hope she's all right, man. I really do. She's been missing in action. I hope she's all right. But, yeah, man, like you said, Paul Pierce, big shout out to you, but, I still don't think that's good enough because, once again, these networks, man, they just pushing the same narrative and they just want to talk about and discuss the same players. And Brunson, what he's doing, he's putting y'all on notice. And like I told you, Brunson is making sports media do their job again because nowadays sports media is lazy. Like we still talk about Kevin Durant and LeBron James and Steph Curry. No disrespect to those greats, but they're not playing great basketball. Neither one of them are in the playoffs. In all season, there's been players playing much better basketball than them. So Brunson is making y'all do your job because all the sports media is lazy. including sometimes us in all of social media, because we don't want to do the homework. We don't want to do our job. Who don't want to have an easy job? I'm going to just talk about LeBron. I'm going to just talk about KD. Or I'm going to just talk about Ant-Man. Things that's just obvious. But if you sit down and watch, like you said, the kid Williams from OKC, not spoken about enough. Jalen Brunson, not spoken about enough. Why? Because you got to watch and do your homework. So listen, man, I think Jalen Brunson, what he has done this season and so far in the playoffs, he's bringing light to guys that people are either not watching or don't care to discuss. Because we still, we worrying about the name on the back of the jersey. Like I said, it's comical that people actually gave the Lakers a chance to beat Denver when the Lakers been horrific all year. But you know why? Because it's easy, because they got LeBron and AD. But if you watch the games, just like the Knicks, if you watch the Knicks, it's nowhere in the world you're picking Indiana or Philly to beat us.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.